Hi guys, my name is Michael Tse. I'm the head chef at Zagami's house in Carlton. I'm going to show you guys how to make something that's dear to my heart, which is pasta. You can do ravioli, pappardelle, spaghetti, handkerchief, you know, all sorts of it. So we got flour, eggs, salt, olive oil, and a whisk. And also excess flour just to roll it. And also a clean bench, which I just sanitized. First things first, flour out, eggs, olive oil. You're looking about 20 grams, give or take. And also you can put more if you need to. Salt. And what I'm going to do now is create a well, which is basically a hole in the center. Now I'm just going to mix my oil and egg. After that, I'm just going to pour all that in here. By using my whisk, I'm just going to whisk in the flour slowly so that it creates less lumps. And at the same time, I'm keeping my hands clean. Now I'm whisking from the inside, then pushing a little bit of flour in from the outside, and then just mixing it. And afterwards, just keep doing this until your moisture is absorbed, or your eggs gets absorbed. And use our hands now. Just push the flour in. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I washed my hands earlier, so please make sure you have clean hands when you're doing this and sanitize it. As you can see, the pasta dough is orange in color, like the yolks. The reason why I want that is because fattiness, flavor. Also, most pasta are heavy in yolks because of the richness of that. So what I want to do now is to activate the gluten by kneading it. So all I have to do is using this, which is the palm, push, the other one tuck, push, tuck, and just keep going. And this will work the gluten. Now all the flour is absorbed. I worked it for a bit. Now it's time for resting. I can use this bowl, put the flour in, the dough in, wrap it, put in kuru. So after the dough has been rested for 2 hours, I took it out. I divide it up to 4 portions or whatever I think it needs, but basically, and afterwards I dust some flour. Next, I'll dust some flour on my hand in the rolling pin. Then I'm going to start rolling it out, and after that, I'm just going to put it through a machine. So of course, also I have the KitchenAid, which is a little bit easier because it's electric, but also you can use the hand crank one, whatever you guys got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on 1, then go all the way to 8, or depending on what pasta you're making, the lowest I would go for is 7 to 8 max. Example would be like if I was to make a ravioli. If it's an uncooked product, like a raw filling, I would go 7 because it'll take a little bit longer to cook, so that way you don't overcook your pasta and your dough at the same time. And if it's cooked, I would go 8, so that way everything cooks together evenly. So I'll always start at number 1. So once again, I'm just going to put it through 1 to 8. But for now, I'm just going to put it together and roll it again on 1 again, because to activate the dough, and also I want to make sure it's the same size later down the track. So I maximize it. I'm probably going to do it a couple times, and you might need a little bit of flour when you're doing this, okay? Now, this is what I want. I'm going to put a little bit of flour. You don't need much. And I'm just going to go to the next number, which is 2, and continue on until I get 8. Take a block like this, turn it to a long sheet, and from there, you can choose whatever pasta you want to make. You can choose to have a ravioli, spaghetti, linguine, pappardelle, handkerchief, and so on. It's just based on what you would like. So now, you can cut your pasta using a knife, or you have another machine that can do that for you. But for now, we're gonna make handkerchief pasta. How I'm gonna do it is cut it like so, and then in half. And then you just need to put a little bit of flour, and so, and dry it. Once you dry it, air dry it, you can store it. If you store it in the freezer, you can store it for a couple days, weeks. Make sure you have a pot of water boiling, and also you should season your water by putting a little bit of salt. As you can see, the water I have compared to the pasta, you want a good amount of water compared to the pasta so that they can stretch and so they don't stick together. So now in it goes. And at this stage, it's crucial to make sure you mix it, stir it, so that way they cook evenly. This is super quick because it's homemade, okay? So it takes no time. After I cook the pasta, I strain it through a chinois and I put it into a bowl. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil to make sure it doesn't stick. Then I'm gonna make my sauce. I'm gonna make aglio olio, traditional pasta sauce, which is compressed of garlic, olive oil, chili, and cheese. Of course, we're gonna put bacon in it. That's something that everyone has at home. Get the pan warm, add the bacon with a little bit of oil, garlic, chili, and finish off with cheese. In traditional aglio olio, I would just do garlic, chili, and oil together and finish with cheese. But since we're doing bacon, I want the bacon to be crispy before I do any of this or put any of these in. I added my bacon and oil and cooked it to this stage where it's golden brown and a bit crispy. And now I'm going to finish off making the sauce. Remember, this is aglio olio, which is oil based. So don't be afraid of the oil. Next, garlic. Get that in. Chili, depending on how much you like, up to you. And then just leave it on low, so that way you infuse everything in there. And also, I already have my pasta with tossed with a little bit of oil. It's fresh, it's still warm, so I'm gonna throw that in once that's ready, and finish off with cheese. It smells amazing. And now we taste our food before you serve. Always taste. Needs seasoning and cheese. That's it. Daniel here, who is Italian, is gonna try it.
Good one, chef. Good one. Amazing.